Hello.
Hello, how you doing, Cal?
Good, good, good. We apologize to everyone. We're running a little late. So I'm Cal Coakley, the proud owner of Coakley Financial Group, an award-winning insurance agency. And our vision is to basically empower agents to build wealth through selling life insurance. And today we're interviewing and speaking with Michael Randall, the #1 final expense agent with Coakley Financial Group, Universal Benefit, the Bradshaw Group, and the #2 agent in the nation. Hey, welcome, Michael Randall.
Hey, thank you. Welcome. Thank you, Cal.
Man, we're so excited to have you on here today. And we wanted to just get, to pick your brains, if you don't mind.
All right.
And first off, we want to ask you, who is Michael? So they can know who you are.
Okay. Just a little humble guy born out of Clarksville, Tennessee, and raised right here in making Georgia, trying to take care of my family, doing it for my last name, not my first.
Doing it for your last name, not your first. I love it. I love it.
Got three daughters, Maria, Haggith, and Grace, 26, soon to be 21, and my baby daughter turned 16 in December. So trying to leave a legacy for them.
That's awesome. So you're a girl dad. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, got 3 shotguns.
I got you. I got 3 too. I got 3 girls myself. So, 1 boy. So yes, I understand completely. So
Yeah.
hey, also Mike, how long you been a licensed agent?
I've been a licensed agent maybe about 9 years, but I've been contracted or Lincoln exclusively for 6 years I think going on 7 years next March.
And that's awesome. And tell us what made you go into insurance? Like what did you do before you did insurance?
Okay, so long story short, basically, I was working in corporate America. I was working with Maximus Corporation in marketing for about 10 years. And I got a pink slip one day. HR came in and got rid of the entire division. So I was kind of like, tossed and turning and going through all of my emotions about that. And I had a partnership with a local funeral home, Jones Brothers Mortuary in Macon, Georgia. So I worked
Yes.
there part time. And he was like a mentor to me. And what happened was when I lost my job, I kind of started working more there to make the bills, pay the bills and do what I needed to do. And thought I wanted to become a mortician. Was back there in the back, and I realized that's a calling that I didn't have. I wasn't comfortable being back there. So his wife, she mentioned to me about getting my insurance license. So initially, I think I wrote for some other companies. Didn't really make any money with it because I didn't know what I was doing. But I wrote a few policies here and there. Maybe in a 2 year period, I might have wrote 3 policies at the most. And then what happened was one day she asked me um, why didn't I write for Lincoln Heritage? And I was like, who's that? And she told me they were the best. And when it comes to about taking care of final expense and burial arrangements and all that stuff. So I contacted Lincoln directly, went on the website. We had the section about agents seeking to join Lincoln. I already had my license, so I was expecting to get something from Lincoln. And I kept receiving this letter from UBI. So, and being honest with you, I thought it was like some little company trying to recruit me. And I said, no, they told me to get with Lincoln. So I didn't really open up the letter. And one day, I think Miss Judy Bradshaw, she gave me a call and then she explained the relationship between UBI and Lincoln. And I've been with us ever since.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, hey, we glad to have you on board. We know you have one of your biggest month last month, May 2023. I remember you told me that you were going big. First, you told me you were going to do 50, and then you said, Cal, I got to go higher. And you did over $55,006. And man, we are so excited for you. And I want you to tell the people who are coming on, what is the secret to your success to write that kind of business?
Um, there's a combination of things. So I had to go back to my childhood. I tell first thing is having a great work ethic. My father, he was a hardworking man. He was a carpenter, brick mason, electrician, plumber, anything with his hands, mechanic, barber. He was excellent at it. And he was a hard worker. And so, with me being the only child and being that male, and for him to spend time with me, I pretty much was right there on the side as help. And me carrying shingles. And I was a little guy coming up, Cal. I mean, real small and petite. And I was like 5'3", 5'4" when I graduated high school, probably weighed 130 pounds soaking wet. And so he used to work me.
Wow.
And I said, man, this man is a slave master. I said, man. And I'm carrying cinder blocks, for the brick mason jobs, shoveling sand and mixing with the concrete and climbing up because he was doing like the roof of the churches and stuff and climbing up there. And I said, I can't take a whole stack of shingles. He said, well, just bring a little bit at a time. So I'm going up and down the ladder, up and down the ladder. So I said, man, I said that work ethic. One thing that I did, I said, man, that's the only thing I have to do is just basically write an application or do the e-app. I said, man, this is easy. So it's not physical work. It's still work, but it's not physical like that. So so I had to give that back to my father, being a hardworking man and making me work. I think the second thing is confidence. I think through life experiences that I've been through in the past and was able to survive things, accomplishments, I tell folks, do things that'll build your confidence up. So I tell folks, it's always small steps to success to get to the larger success. So you taught me this as soon as I came in. They'll have milestones to reach for. First one was of course, the first milestone is to pass that license test and get your license. Second of all, get contracted with Lincoln, the number one final expense company in the nation. And then if you're on the East Coast, to be with the number one IMO, Lincoln Heritage, UBI. And then, of course, you're right here in Georgia, New Jersey, and all our districts, be with the number one agency, Coakley Financial Group, like myself. So with all that being said, you told me to get that first app done, completed as soon as possible. Do that. At the time, you told me to get those 20 apps in, because at that time to get to my highest advance rate that I can get to, do that. The next thing you know, we have a wonderful, beautiful system that separates us from all of the insurance companies. We have what we call a pay through, that residual income. I mean, Judy Bradshaw always said, stick and stay at least 27 months. And that's a beautiful thing. And once you do that 6,000 in production, you receive that residual income. And the thing about it, you can receive it the second month starting after you write that application for that client. That's a beautiful thing. So once I felt that pay through and saw how it works, I've been a believer ever since. Then you told me to, get recognized, and Heritage recognize all the top agents and get to that 8,000 in production. And I did that. Then of course the next one, we have a boot camp strictly designed for our agents, to give them the training, give them all the fundamentals that they need so they can be successful. And of course, they stay plugged in with their upline, like I do with you, to get those fine-tuned things and daily training that you need for that boot camp. And at boot camp, they tell you to do at least 15,000 a month. And we know that our job is to really improve everyone's finances. We want to improve everything in their life, but financially, you don't have to worry about money if you're willing to work and follow the system. And so once you get to that 15,000, you start getting to that six-figure income. The sky's the limit. So I just followed the system, and each step gave me more and more confidence. And by doing that, that's how I'm able to get to that 55,000. I didn't start off at 55,000. We do have agents that come in running and they can write 40, 50, 60,000. I wasn't one of them. I was with steady progress. 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, 15,000, kept pushing the ante. And now I'm going for 60, 75,000. because I don't got to that 55,000. So I got to take it to the next level. I'm basically competing against myself to constantly improve.
Well, hey, Mike, man, we're excited. The information you just shared is golden. But if you're just getting on with us, I'm Cal Coakley, co-owner of Coakley Financial Group, award-winning insurance agency. And our vision is basically to empower agents to build wealth through selling life insurance. And we're speaking with the #1 agent with UBI, Coakley Financial Group, the Bradshaw Group, #1 and the #2 in the nation with the #1 file expense company, Lincoln Heritage. So, hey, Michael, again, thank you for joining us. We're excited to have you on board. So basically, is there any pointers you can give if a new agent coming on board? I know we have a lead system. Did you use the lead system? Do you use our lead system? Do you use referrals? I mean, how many doors did you knock? Do you know that? How many calls did you dial? How many apps did you did last month? Things like that.
Okay, well, I tell a new agent that basically, if you're coming into the business, to really be humble, remain humble. Even if you have experience in the insurance field, most insurance agents have no idea that about final expense. So even with you having previous experience, let's come in humble and learn the final expense industry because it's a niche. And the thing about it is, stay plugged in with your upline, all your leaders, stay plugged in the various trainings, stay active, and be willing to work. We have a lead system that's dynamic. We have leads who are exclusive. Once you get them, you can go work the territory. We also have protected territory, which is unique, where agents in the other part of the country cannot come into the UBI territory, even they would Lincoln Heritage and write. So a lot of times folks are like, man, I see folks saying I'm a broker and I write in 50 states with this company, this and that, and they're not generating the numbers that we're doing in the 7 states with UBI. We're doing numbers, I think, over 40 million a year, and we're just the IMO. And some of these are companies that's not generating that kind of business. But the thing about it is the product itself, we have a top of line product. Our product is the Funeral Consumer Guardian Society that's funded by Whole Life Insurance through Lincoln Heritage. But we're able to protect our families and our clients. So what we do is more than just sell a life insurance policy. We sell a life insurance policy that has a funeral planning component that saves our clients. I think 14,000 clients last year that died, they had a policy with Lincoln. It saved them over $13 million. So that money was able to go back to the families that need the money instead of the funeral homes. However, the funeral homes, they are rewarded because we generally pay our benefits 24 hours after notification of death. No other insurance company that I know of does that. And so that kind of sets us apart because Lincoln Heritage is financially strong, it's stable. Our founder was a visionary and he set it up. So when people die, the funding will be there quickly to take care of that arrangement. And then they have that protection while they're grieving so they won't be taken advantage of financially. So as a new agent, if you know what we have and the product that we have and how we truly assist families and our reputation, got an excellent rating with the Better Business Bureau, excellent financial rating with AM Best, paid over $247 million last year in all in death claims. And this is all that we do. We concentrate on taking care of that final expense. And by doing that, you can go out with confidence, knowing that you're making a true difference to the families that you serve. It's something that everyone needs because unless we're here when the maker come back, all of us will have to go through that way by dying. And so with that being said, we have everything that you need if you're willing to work, the lead systems. So you have activity. Because even if you have a dynamic warm market, eventually you're going to run out of people to see unless you just have a mechanism where you constantly got warm market. But the average agent don't have that. So in order to stay in the business and remain profitable in the business, you have to have leads. And Lincoln Heritage has leads. You see commercials marketing, and they make sure that these are top quality scrub leads, that they're not reselling the same lead to 100 folks. Once you get that lease, it's for you, and you just take it off and run. So I tell folks just follow the training, know that you're doing an excellent product, do the things that you need to do to develop confidence. Just basically know that it's a lot of people. We have all kind of folks having success over here at UBI, at the Copley Financial Group. Some people are doing it over the phone with the telesales. Some people are doing it in the field, and some people are doing it like a hybrid. I'm kind of, first I was strictly field agent, but last month I was a hybrid. I did do over 80 apps individually last year, and also not last year, last month, but also what I do as well, like I get my leads, I work my leads, but it was just an excellent month because I put in the work, I asked for referrals. So out of those 80 leads, probably about 15 of them was from referrals. So just do a combination of everything to basically maximize my time, maximize my effort, and reach as many families that I can.
And that's awesome, Mike. That's awesome. If you're just joining us, again, we're speaking with Michael Randall, the #1 agent with Universal Benefit Copley Financial Group, the Bradshaw Group, and the #2 agent in the nation with the #1 file expense company, Lincoln Heritage. Please do me a big favor, share this live on all your social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Please do that for me. We'd appreciate that. Hey, Michael, do you know how much business you've written year to date? How many apps you've written year to date?
You know what, Cal? I'm ashamed to tell you, I don't. I need to contact Lincoln and get that information.
Well, you know, Michael, I did my research.
Oh,
I did my
thank you. Help me
research,
out.
Michael. Year to date, you've written 170 applications.
Oh, wow.
Year to date. And you've
Right.
written year to date over 100 and almost 118,000 in new business in the last 5 months. That's a big deal.
Oh, thank you.
So
Yeah, man.
congratulations. In 1 month, you're telling me you did 80 apps, 80 of that.
Yeah, for the month of May.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And
So go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry. No,
I
go
was
ahead. Go
gonna
ahead.
ask
Go
you
ahead.
what motivated you? What was the motivation behind writing that much business? What was it that said, hey, I'm gonna go for it big in May?
Well, we have several agents that write big for Lincoln, and we have several of the top agents at Lincoln right here at UBI. And so, Copley Financial Group, we're one of the premier agencies with UBI. So I seen Raphael Jones. A lot of folks in the final expense industry they know about him. I seen a Brianna Hart. A lot of folks know about her. And so I had examples already that's writing big numbers, big digits. Andrea Moses. These are people that I looked at, Howard Modesto, Soto. So I had several examples that is possible throughout UBI. And so I just wanted to put my bid in. And I just felt that I'm representing the Copley Financial Group. I'm representing the Bradshaw Group. I want to represent the small towns. So making, we're known, unfortunately, we're known for a lot of things that's not positive, but we're also known that we have some positive stuff. The first university in the world that was a charter school that issued degrees to women in the world. It's right here in Macon, Georgia, called West Union College. We know that Little Richard from Macon, one of the founders and pioneers of rock and roll, is from Macon. We know Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay. It's from Macon. We know James Brown recorded at the funeral home that I worked for, Jones Brothers Mortuary. That was King Records South. He recorded his albums right out of Macon. So it's a lot of history. The Allman Brothers, they got their famous by coming to Macon. So we have that musical history. So I just wanted to put Macon on the map when it comes to final expense. I just wanted to represent my town. I want to give those people that's from Macon, because a lot of folks, they feel like it's no opportunity in Macon financially. So they move up to Atlanta, and that's good. But Atlanta is like a mecca. Everybody moves to Atlanta. I want to show them that they can make money right here in money making Macon, Georgia. and they can do it with UBI, Coakley Financial Group, the Bradshaw Group, and Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company.
Awesome, Mike. Awesome stuff. Is there anything that I missed out, Mike, that you want to share with the audience today?
I just want to share with the audience that they can come in. They don't have to write 55,000, but if you can commit, if you're looking for an opportunity, a financial opportunity, I'm willing to train you, assist you. You're gonna have the backing not only of me, you're gonna have the backing of the gentleman that helped train and mentor me in this business. Right there in front of me, Cal Coakley, his wife Renee Coakley. You have Mrs. Judy Bradshaw. You have Ted Wilson Sr. And I want to pause right there. And I don't like to talk about the color lines and all that stuff, but I want to say how progressive Lincoln Heritage is. We have a gentleman that's the CEO of Universal Benefits, and he's a black gentleman. And you got to think about how progressive. Where in 1981, am I correct, Cal?
Yes.
The year in 1981, Lincoln Heritage allowed this black gentleman, and I've did some research, but unless you find that somebody can tell me different, where a black gentleman for a multi-billion-dollar company has exclusive territory over an entire state. Show me any other company that did that. Then not only given one state, he has multiple states. And he's such a humble person. And so we have leadership, we have a covering here, we have protection here that allows us to grow financially. I mean, it's people. So I don't want you to think it's just black people. We have white people. My accountability partner. He's my brother, my light skinned brother, but he's white as you can be. But he's up in New Jersey. His name is Casey Coleman. So a lot of folks know of him in the financial industry. He's a beast. He's my accountability partner. We have people that are a little bit more mature, like a Dave Scott, white gentleman out of North Carolina. We have women, multiple women. So for those women out there, don't think it's a man thing because I'm happening. We have women that can go neck to neck with any man over here. And that does a great job, either over the phone or in person. We have young folks, young guns, like a Hermione. We have young folks that are like in their early 20s. Some, I think Casey training young lady came out the field. She was like 18. That's doing great over here. So you'll find every example that you can think of right here at UBI, right here at the Coakley Financial Group. And I'm willing to train, develop, strengthen, and assist those, just like our vision with the Coakley Financial Group, to change their life financially. But you have to be willing to work. We're looking for really serious-minded, career-minded people that's looking for a financial opportunity. And I'm no one special. There's several folks that come over here, don't have anything. And then after hard work, belief in the system, belief in themselves, that they are financially set for life. And so I want to extend that to anyone who's looking for the opportunity. I think, Cal, you probably share the information of how they can become a part of this. And also, I want to just let folks know that this is an opportunity, not only that you can make a lot of money, this is a company where you can literally leave an inheritance for your family. And that's called that pay through system that you'll learn more about if you ever become a part of it.
Well, again, Michael Randall, the #1 agent we're speaking to with Lincoln Heritage, #2 with Lincoln Heritage, #1 with Universal Benefit, Coakley Financial Group, and Bradshaw Group. And hey, if you're on here with us today, please share this live. Please share this live on all your social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. And I'm Cal Coakley with the Coakley Financial Group, co-owner of the Coakley Financial Group. And we're an award-winning insurance agency. And our vision is to empower agents to learn how to make wealth through life insurance. Hey, Michael, if you're looking to join our team, how can you join? How can they reach you, Mike?
Well, of course, if you're on social media such as Facebook, I'm on there. You can always DM me. If you're looking for an opportunity, you can text me or call me. My phone number is 478-747-7229. My email address is my name, Michael, Michael, Randall, Randall, the number 3, the number 5, the number 7 at gmail.com. And then, Cal, and then also we have that link that the Copley Financial Group link where you can just go there directly and you can just put in the information that you was referred by me, Michael Randall. And can you provide that link for them, Cal?
Yeah, that's yes, Michael. It's called the bit.ly link is bit.ly, bit.ly / Michael Randall. So it's bit.ly / Michael Randall. And that's another way you can also reach the number 1 agent with Copley Financial Group, UBI, and Bradshaw Group. Hey, Michael, do you have any last words for the team? Because I know you're already ready. You're already in uniform. We know I can't keep you too long. I already kept you too long already. So I know you're in uniform and you're ready to go. So is any last minute thing you want to drop on the audience today?
Well, if anybody knows me, I'm high energy. I love what I do. I'm excited to protect families. I'm Batman for money making. I represent CFG for life. I'm TBG for life, and I'm UBI till I die. Don't you ever forget that.
Thank you, Mike, man. This is awesome. Thanks for taking the opportunity out of your busy day to talk with us and share your knowledge, how you hit that $55,006 in 31 days in month of May 2023. And again, the best way to connect with Michael, join his team, is you can reach him at bit.ly / Michael Randall. Again, lastly, I'm Cal Copley, co-owner of Copley Financial Group, an award-winning insurance agency. And our vision is to empower agents to make wealth through life insurance. Again, Michael Randall, number 1 agent with CFG, number 2 with the company insurance agency company in the world, Lincoln Heritage. And Michael, again, we want to say thank you. Please do me one more favor, everyone. Share this live on all social media platforms. Again, have a great day.
One love.
One love. Peace.